Bill here. 225. Get that to the man today, man. Take advantage while this motherfucker here. I'm in here and teach myself a little. Back then you used to put one over me. I guess even that thing you could call me. Dun, 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 dun. They weren't even to move. You good as me? Motherfucker seen a man across the street quick. I don't blame a shit. And he finally got some shit taken out the yard. Okay. Be out of this bitch. Okay. What's good, chat? What's good with y'all, man? We just out here. We can hit on a lot of shit again. Okay. I'm glad she happy, shit. That's the first chick I ever seen that was ecstatic of getting pregnant. Oh yeah. She go around telling everybody. She told me yesterday. She said, guess what? I'm pregnant now. I said, okay. That's cool. She said, I finally done trapped me somebody. I said, oh, you done trapped me somebody? Okay. As soon as she said, I already caught on to it. I was like, oh shit. Okay. I feel bad for whoever got weak and knocked her up, boy. That's not one of them chicks you want to hit. Especially you listen to the way that she talk. Okay. Oh shit, hey, we'll be right back. We gotta take this call. Are we still alive? I think we are. Had to take that call real quick. I've been waiting on that joint all day. All day. Yeah, I felt depressed most of the day, man. I woke up and had like 5 clients cancel on me. I was like, damn, what the fuck is going on? A Saturday at that, that's unusual as fuck. I ain't had that in many years. But God, I had 5 clients cancel on me. Check my DMs, I got like 4 clients that just hit me up for new projects. I'm like, okay, so that sort of counterbalanced that, cause shit, like fucking 4,000 for, I got like 4 months to do that one. So, I don't like to count my eggs before they hatch, cause they ain't really locked in my bid for it yet. You know what I'm saying? They want me to be like their webmaster for their website for a trial probationary period. For initial start, I don't mind. I told them for a band, shit. A lot of people think being like a webmaster for websites and shit is easy. Hell nah, especially a company and shit. Their shit is down to fucking up. You the one that get the blame. You don't want to get the blame. Hell yeah. Your software start fucking up. Especially when they put their payment information in there. Oh boy, you ain't 5-star software engineer pretty soon. I'm I ain't put like little side stuff, you know. Yeah, you can't really list small work, you know. For the last 4 years, I could just put mad stuff out there, but they want to see where you working with, you know, actual companies. Because at the same time, when you go back, look on the page, you got that company giving you a good stellar review and shit, you feel me? 5-star review. Temporary and shit. Wild as fuck. And I got some storyboard ideas to make them like short films and shit. Yeah. So anybody does that, hit me with quotes. Hit me with quotes. And we trying to get that shit and get it out there. Push that dope to the street. Wow. Shout out to Nutty Birds too, man. Check them out. We get mad love over on their station. Every time they show up, they like, oh, my boy Slim Ballin'. Yeah! Nah, they know me as the yeah. That hype. Fucker. He got scared little bitch. Look at that shit. It went right out the store. He didn't purchase nothing. That's crazy. Let me take this down a little bit. Let me take it down. I don't want to scare the people. That was a potential loss right there. Fuck. I should have did it at the door. I could have been anywhere from like $1 to like $100 at some time. Shit. Unless he was broke anyway, you know. At that point, hey, we ain't heating the streets up. Feel me? See what else we want. We gotta get that work bag together. Or what we need, once we locked in, we go get that. Oh yeah, we locked in. We're gonna do some more of that solo leveling tonight too. You know what I'm saying? Had a couple mad reception on that. Some people were like, dang, you were playing the game last night, I didn't know. I said, I know, I was kind of like clickbait with the title. Cause I didn't know how the show was going, you know? I don't really know how the show goes. Depending who pulls up and how we make it and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? When mad people send music, then it's me. If not, I get up with my boy Grim, be like, hey, what we getting into? Like, shit, I'm playing the game. Alright, bet I'm playing the game too. Shit. Never know how the 5 though. Like, man.
You wanna let it go, dude?
Let me get 3, my boy. Put y'all in the pocket for a second. Hold on. I have both hands free for a second. Let me get 3, my boy. There we go. And let me get the slip. Damn, we lost everybody. Fuck. Come back, people. Baby, come back. Oh, I need you right now. We got so many things to walk about and talk about. Oh. I said, oh, baby, come back. Hey. Y'all, them old tunes and shit, man. They be the catchy ones and shit, dog. You didn't even have to try and you come out with a banger and shit, dog. All you had to do was have the voice. I had the tone of that shit. What y'all think of the old school music and shit, man? A lot of feeling and emotion going on. It definitely was. Look at like the early 60s and 70s, dog. It was the Stroke It Out songs. Right, the Stroke It Out song. He's sitting there crying on the track and shit too. Baby, I'm gonna go in the car in the garage. And I'm gonna turn it on and sit in there all night till you come save me. So shit like that, you know? I'm either die from smoke or inhalation, or baby, your love gonna come save me. Y'all know how them shits used to be. Then we had, what, the Temptations and shit? Oh, they made it personal. Oh, they made it personal right there, you know. They said they put that work in, boy. Come with that sound to make her legs weak. She's just sitting there, her legs just rattling. She can't sit still. Got that sterling. Our old boy, Monkey Man said, he said, the motion in the ocean, not the size of the boat. Yo, that track was crazy. He did that shit. I said, yo, my man made a whole joint. That shit fire though, yo. He put that shit on the it sounded like he was spitting like on the old 80s like V tone that comes in with the fucking like 60, 70 like type graphic and shit. That's what it sounded like. I said, yo, that shit crazy. I ain't heard this shit. Damn. I had to go look it up. I was like, damn. What does this sound like? And I went back and was like, yo, 1950s. Nah. They didn't really have much sound and shit then. 1960s. You know, they were starting to put little bits and whistles in. But until like, I say about 64, 65, you go back, look at it, music start getting more incorporated in like pictures. You know? They thought it would have already been there. You would have thought it would have already been there. When TV came out, we didn't have sound with it. They had to figure that out. Because they got that philosophy, dog. Wrestling's in arenas. Takes it back to the Spartan days. When we had that lust and crave for the violence. Now we put it on TV. So you can get a lot more faster and cleaner. But what is violence though? That's the thing, what is the violence? Because all we really getting is imagery. Stuff we see on the news, yeah, you could say that's more violent than what we see on imagery. You know what I'm saying? I think the most violent out there is the snuff tapes. I think that's the most violent stuff out there. If somebody just doing it and just recording that bitch, then the tape get leaked. And we said, damn, okay. Everything else is, word of mouth. We just hear about it and gotta take it. See if it's actually real or not. Shit. I had this dude I knew. He was from out in he was from out in Washington. He wanted to be a rapper. So, he went and got all the jewelry and all that shit. Now I served with you're a solid brother. But he came up in the backyards. Good life. He wasn't outside integrating with the streets and shit. So he thought he wanted to be a rapper. So he went and got all this high dollar shit. Damn near went in debt trying to do it. Booked him a show and shit. Got up in the mall. Booked him a show, good promo, all that shit. Radio slot promoting and all that. Radio DJs coming. He had like 3 coming. Well, this guy here, I told you he wasn't nothing about the streets. He was like coddled and sheltered. Well, you can only imagine what happened when he did the show and the real stepped into the building. And they start poking holes in this whole illusion y'all was living. He had this one joint he spit. You say you catch him outside. It was something about you catch me around the way with the 2 flags. And if he try to snatch you to one, he'll beat your ass and you might get toe tagged or something. So it's all about like a track of snatching flags. You know what I'm saying? Well, he already had mass security in that bitch. Security didn't really matter when you had all these active members out that bitch that were trying to get active off what he said and shit. Next thing you know, you see motherfuckers throwing flags up. Right, you seen flags going up. I seen flags, hoodies, hats, and keychains. And all these motherfuckers were like uniting to try to rush the stage to get this motherfucker. Hell nah. He got the fuck out that bitch. His rap career was over. That rap career ended that night. I still call him every now and then and shit, say, hey man, you still rapping and shit? He be like, oh, he like, come on man, you still with that shit, man? You still with that, man? Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit. You seen what happened that night? I said, I told you. You better come strong with this shit. You came up there deliberately on some shit of disrespect with the fucking track. We already told you, said, hey man, that ain't a little good look. One of my best friends, he a bounty hunter. You know what I'm saying? He even told him and said, hey man, that ain't it. He said, I fuck with it. I wouldn't do that shit that night. He's like, why? He's like, man, you go ahead and use your imagination, what could happen. You hear me? Same thing like my first show. First show I ever threw and shit. We had cats come up and try and check, talk about you making bread in my neighborhood and shit. They obviously didn't realize who the fuck I was. And I looked at them and said, shit, this is my motherfucking town. It's been my town since I've been born in this bitch. So I don't check in nobody's ass. Talk about, oh, you gotta go check in, yo. Gotta go check in, little homie. I said, where your big homie at? I'm probably older than that nigga. And tell him come tell me that shit. They never brought they dude. They never brought they dude. It's just out there on Survivor. I tell you what, when we played the show that night, Ain't nobody rush the stage. Ain't nobody tried no kind of funny antics and shit. I said, okay, you want to play this? You want to play this game here? Okay. I'll just go ahead and make a call real quick. See who all trying to pull up. Right. That's the fucked up thing, see? People forget vets are close. We done share some emotional shit. Times in fire holes and shit, you know? Life or death moments. So when I place a call, trust and believe, I got people that want to see me alive. And they gonna show up just because somebody done started some shit with me. Just cause. Like even when I'm podcasting and somebody come in slick and shit, I gotta sit with the team and talk to them about that. Cause some of y'all come on slick in the chat. And my team, I told you, I got people from all different levels of life. All of us did military time. Most of us did time inside the pen. You feel me? So, code and shit like that ain't nothing to us. Oh shit, look what Brody done left me. That's what I'm talking about. See, now I come on the porch, I smell some good shit. Told you. Bro can't don't look out for a nigga. Oh yeah. That's some good colors right there. It's gonna smoke good tonight. Right there. What's good with you, Crystal? What's up, bro? I need like a way to just teleport to you. Find a way to teleport to you. But like, what's up? What's for dinner? I'm on my way. Let me jump in the closet real quick. Like if I had to teleport to yo, let me get that shit in the closet. For real, let me get in the closet so I can just walk in the closet. And then you just have your closet open. I just walk out. Make sure it's the one downstairs. You know, I'm trying to walk straight up to the plate, you know. Or to the couch or whatever. You might still be cooking up. I like watching women cook meals, man. Ain't nothing sexy. I say in general like shit. Right. I say in general like it's shit. It's watching a chick do something, you know? And worse, that's sexual shit to me. It's like, uh-oh. Look at her getting up there doing something I ain't had to tell her. Ooh, she know how to think by herself. She know how to think by herself. Oh, shit. I like that. I don't like the ones that I gotta tell you everything to do. That shit sucks. Like, damn, it's hard work. You get a chick that don't want to do everything. Like, what do you want to do? That shit sucks. I don't got no wiggle room because it's like, damn, I gotta play two brains. I gotta think for myself and then I gotta think for you. Now, if it's like a crisis or something, where end of the world or some kind of natural disaster break out, and we got to go, shorty, you might just get left. I'm sorry, you might get left. Like, you better hope that I got some strong feeling for you. Because you might get left, you know. You might have been good for me, but then, you know, I'm going to get over you, survive and shit, and then here comes the new one and shit, you know. She might be she might be the Y 20, 30K of you and shit, you feel me? She might be the way upgrade of you and shit that I've been looking for the whole time and shit, like. Alright, don't get mad. Oh, there we go. About to say, damn. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, this is fresh. This is fresh. I can tell it's fresh. They got that fresh smell. This is fresh harvested. Yeah, and it's still got the kind of lead to it. They ain't looking all boneyard dry yet. I rolled me up a little bit of this, and then I think he gave me, what, half a O, so I'll probably smoke maybe about a ball, and then I'm going to sell the rest of this bitch off. Right, because after a couple of L's, I ain't going to get high off of it no more. It's already going to be past this shit, so I'll flip that off the little cuzzo. He'll take and give me double the amount. Because I have some new shit, then I'll take half of that, flip that shit off. Yeah. Because anything I give to my cousin is going to be better than anything he getting on the street anyway. For real. I don't know what it is. It's like all the cats on the street right now got the medical weed. They all got the medical weed. And they like, yeah, I got that gas. Nah, man, you got the medical shit, though. That shit weak as fuck. But it's like 26.9 or 27.3. That's still a number, man. That ain't the actual plant. They want the plant shit. I even got some shit I done grew that put me to fucking sleep. Anytime I grow it, that shit put me to sleep. So I know, hey, I said, oh man, I got the wrong strain. But shit, hey. My old girls come over, I smoke that with them. They're like, give me that strong stuff. Where you get this from? This shit is weak. Where's yours at? I'm like, let me go hit the plant real quick. She like, oh yeah, I like your shit. It got me feeling nothing. I like when they like, it got me feeling nothing. Like, what? Is that a feeling? Nothing? I guess. Emptiness or whatever. Hey, whatever works for them, though. Whatever works. I just hate that it makes them go to sleep, too. You know, they get too comfortable and then go to sleep, pass out on my couch and shit. And it's like, damn. Why did I buy these fucking leather pillow style couches? I hate when somebody come over. Well, not when they come over, but when they go to sleep on furniture, man, I can't get that. I don't even do it. You feel me? This is my shit, my furniture. I don't even sleep on the bitch. It's just like I got so much discipline when I'm about to doze off and just get my ass up, go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I come in and look at them. They done took the bedroom and done put it all on the couch and shit. Like, damn, shorty, you got the whole comforter out here and shit. I was feeling cold, getting comfortable, you know. I was just waiting for you. That's when they get me. They're like, I've been waiting for you. You've been going all day. I've been gone all day. The door's open, right? I came upstairs. I just peeked on the door, but you were focused on something. Why didn't you just come in there? I didn't want to disturb you. So you could have came and gave me some affection and shit. Shit. I didn't say you had to keep that away. All right, come and rub my shoulders. Give me a little peck and shit every now and then, you know? Bring me a beer, you know, a little something. All right. I don't even drink beer, but, you know, bring me a beer, you know, just cause. If we got him in there, just bring me a beer, you know? Come rub a brother's shoulders and shit like shit. I'm like, I ain't like an expert. I like to think I'm like a master of the female body. Like, I know how to break a chick down. You know? Everybody think they know how to break a chick down. Nah, I know how to break a chick down, you feel? I ain't even got to give her no penetration to do it, you feel me? I just know how to touch that body and where you need to be touched at. I ain't even got to go below your waist. I could just hit certain parts on your neck, behind your ears, right up like on the back part of you, like right where your little, right where the brain, little bone part is. Then like right around the side of your shoulders. It's like 4 or 5 spots there. Then right in the middle of your back, you got about 6, 7 spots. Then your sides. Then right where your love handles is. Then right like 16 spots around your waist. Yeah, man. I had started studying that back at first in school, in college and joint, you know what I'm saying? Was like, maybe I want to know some sports and shit. But then I took the class and it was on female anatomy. And I said, oh, okay, this is very informative. Right, this was very informative on some shit. I was like, okay, her body looked damn near like me, but okay. It changes in certain spots and shit. Okay, we got different organs. You know, we grow differently and shit. But let's see how her works. Okay, she can bend certain different shit because she got extra shit we ain't got. Let's see. Okay. And it was like, then I watched some other videos with like, yeah, when women are pregnant and shit, where's the most pain? And it said the love handles, the lower parts of the back. And then they get like migraines and shit. That'd be like right up and behind the ear ring and shit. Like, yo, try some of those spots on like your girl and shit. Just come up. Just don't hit her ninja style with it and shit. Just catch her off guard and you just, you know, knock her the fuck out. You know? And all some spots like that and shit. And watch how she react. I'm telling you, she'll be like, hey. Right, I like that. You come up on the neck and start rubbing and she's just like, hey, what you doing? I got this, yeah. You like them strong hands and shit, right? Hard day work hands, yeah. But hey, they don't want no soft ass hands on them, though. Right. She wants some manly hands on her. She don't want no soft ass shit. If that's the point, then shit, you know? She'll go and hook up with another chick. She'll just run her own hands on her and shit. Y'all know how it be. Y'all know how it be. They ain't that hard to, man, shit, they ain't that hard to keep happy. You know, a couple dollars, some attention, a good ear to listen. You don't even have to really listen sometimes. You can just sit there. At some point, she's going to tell you that something that's interesting, you know? You got to get through the grappa and the drama and some more gossip. But then you'll get to something that just catch your attention and shit. Why your homeboy? And you're like, huh? Why I see your homeboy over there at such and such and such and shit? Oh, word? What are you doing over there? Oh, man, his girl pulled up on him. He was over there and got caught cheating and shit. Oh, word? Oh, shit. That's why we ain't seen him out here on the block in a while and shit. Hey, bro, you seen such and such? Nah, man. You seen him? Nah, man. I'm getting the scoop, though, right now. You know, I'm getting it from, right. I got the inside scoop on something. Yeah, man, I heard he got slapped the shit out of or something. Yeah, man, my girl telling me right now, my dude. And some more shit. Remember we thought the money that was hidden behind such and such, and it disappeared? It was that nigga. I told you. Hey, exactly no soft nothing. You said no soft nothing? Yeah. I don't think a woman went no man with nothing soft touching. Not even another woman, unless that's your thing, you know. If it is, hey, I can't knock it. Two chicks, hey, it might seem gross to like women and shit, but hey, it just does something for a brother and shit, you know. It's just like not only saying one, but it's two. It's just, and then if it's 3 or 4 or 5, it's just like, I gotta put myself in the room at that point. Right, where is this at? I gotta get myself in the room. Why ain't I there? Right, I feel left out. Why ain't I there? Why? Give me like a whole weekend. Give me a whole weekend. I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the whole story. Give me a whole weekend in a situation. Hey, I guarantee. I don't even want, like, shit, I might desire or lust like maybe 2, maybe 3. Maybe not. Once I get up into them, I gotta see that personality, though. I don't give a, it could be the next hottest thing in junk that just walked in front of me, butt ass naked. Like, yeah, lust is gonna make me want you, but once I see how that personality comes out, it's like, damn, do I really want that? Do I? Because damn, that's fucking a Venus flytrap right there. Do I want to fuck with something like that? She just trying to take your goddamn head off from the moment you wake up till the night you go down. Nah. Especially if she was just recently scorned too by another dude and shit, and we met on happenstance. Oh, no. Because Because the stages of grief ain't passed, she gonna tell me all about that person. And if I know the person, then it's just gonna make me just sit there and be like, oh man, the circus is in town. Right. Because when I see that person again, she gonna tell me everything on that person. Oh man, even shit I don't even want to know on the person. Like, can any female tell me why y'all do that shit? Like, y'all just trash the fuck out of y'all ex and shit. Then put the business out there on the guy. Was it supposed to be to dissuade the next chick that come along? Because most of the time, the next chick that come along and shit, you know, y'all might have just been, you know, fucking for years. She come along and shit, she done put it all together. You know, done rebuilt the man. Done got him right and shit. Done milked him for a couple kids and shit. And then you just happen to see him out there in public and shit. And then, for some reason, you know, you just sitting there like, that could have been me. Can't say it ain't true. Like, I shit all the time. I got too many homegirls, man. Too many homegirls and shit, man, that just shit on so many dudes and shit, man. And I just be sitting there like, damn. No wonder there ain't a nigga that can... Man, no wonder you ain't got a nigga. Fuck. Then they look at me and be like, Slim, you my nigga. I forgot. I forgot. Y'all gotta remind me. They gotta remind me sometimes. I'm that nigga, I guess. You know? I was like, well, shit, since you hate men so much, why don't you just go fuck with chicks? I should try that. Well, go ahead. Let me know. I said that as a joke, because I thought, you know, she'll go get chicks and then try to hook me up with dates and shit. Nah, it didn't work like that. Shorty went and got a whole wife and shit and then came back and was like, oh, you still my dude, though. I just had to go tell my wife about you and shit. Was like, what? Hold on, you got a wife that married you. So on paperwork, she the man, you the woman. But in the relationship, you're the man and she the woman. But then you still the woman because I'm the man. But you don't want to share. I got you. Okay. I got you. It's kind of stingy. Kind of stingy. Kind of stingy, but hey, you know, such is the world and shit, so. Now, birthdays and shit, hey, I appreciate them friends. Oh, man. I go out with my boys and then I bring my girls with me, too. Oh, yeah, I bring all the chicks. All my exes, they all come to my birthday party. That's the wild shit. They all come to my birthday party. And they all try to shoot their shot. I'll try to shoot their shot. Figure, okay, new year, they trying to get back in the position. This year, hey, you know, old girl hooked me up with somebody for a date. The chick, she was crazy as shit. I said, damn, you don't like me, do you? She said, I love you. I said, well, no, you obviously don't. I said, you done sent this crazy woman to me and she talking about some crazy stuff. Talking about, I want to taste your blood. Right, I want to taste your blood. I'm like, what? I said, that don't even sound amusing at all. That's disturbing as shit. I said, what are you, undercover vampire and shit? Nah, you know, I just like to get crazy sometimes, you know. I just like to bite somebody and then suck the blood. Just to make sure you good. And I can tell if you're in a happy mood or not. And I said, damn, if I'm smiling and shit, I'm usually happy. If I'm not smiling, then I'm usually like, you know, calm or something. If I got a frown, then I'm looking like I'm mad. If it looks like an angry face, then it's an angry face. Ain't no you bite me to find out how I'm feeling. I said, two things gonna happen. You bite me and I'm gonna knock your goddamn fucking ass out. Straight like that. I'm gonna try to knock a fucking tooth out straight like that. Like, hey, I done had the ex bite me. That's why I keep my beard, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a permanent tooth mark. Where she had bit me and I got 3 teeth marks still inside my flesh where she broke my shit. And man, I think that was the third woman I ever hit. Third woman I ever hit. First time I was young, I tried my mom at the amusement park. Wrong mistake for me. All I remember was getting on the ride. She talked about get on the ride. I didn't want to get on the ride. I was feeling sick. So I got on the ride, threw up. Got off the ride, she yelled at me. Talking about why you get on the ride. I got on the ride because you told me to get on the ride. Well, if you're feeling sick, why you didn't say something? I did say something. Oh, I'm tired of you fussing back. So I tried to swing on her. Hell nah. That was the worst thing I did. You talking about getting knocked the fuck out of Adventure Park. Adventure World, dog. Right. I remember waking up on the bus. One of the deacons and shit. It was like a church trip at that. One of the deacons carried me over his shoulder and shit was like, boy, you know you weren't supposed to talk to your mama like that. I said, where we at? Like, dog, I totally lost where the fuck we were at. I lost, like, track of the whole day and shit. She called me good. Called me real good. Then we riding back and shit. And I kept getting the cold stare the whole time. I was like, damn. Then got home and was grounded. It was like, fuck. That was a long-ass sequence. But man. Then my sister, you know. I used to fight my sister all the time. Because I got 3 sisters, know what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters, so I always wanted my sister to be strong. That way they could be out here whipping ass and shit, you feel me? I used to fight my sisters all the time. All the time. Till they could sit down with me and shit, put it on me. Hit me with your hardest hit and shit. It might put me down, you know, put a little tears out my shit, but I'm gonna get back up. But I'll let you know, hey, that's a good one right there. Just don't hit me in the balls at all. You know? Don't hit me in the balls. I know you're already good at that. But don't hit me in the balls, but you can hit me anywhere else and shit. You know? Except for the face. Couple times, you know, let them get some jabs and shit off. I had to make sure my sisters had knockout power, man. You feel me? Even if I had to get knocked out by them and shit, I had to make sure they had knockout power. So when they got to this stage of life where they got husbands and shit, like, hey, my sister and her husband, they relationship wasn't always happy and shit. You know, they got it together now. But man, they didn't have it right. I used to have to show up and whip this dude's ass. He my best friend. I had to show up with his ass and shit because he put hands on my sister and shit. You feel me? But then I look at how he was already looking and shit. He was already like scratched and fucked up, you know? Done got a black eye. She done bust his fucking nose and shit. And I'm looking like, damn. I really shouldn't even jump in because she already done put work in. I look at my sister. She might got like a little scratch or something. But she ain't all fucked up at all. Then sit down and ask her about it. She was like, uh-huh. He said some shit, called me a bitch, and I fucking started dotting his ass. He talking about he gonna hit me, and he tried like he was gonna swing. And shit, hey, all my sisters know karate too, so they know how to intercept the punch. You feel me? She said she intercepted his punch, flipped his ass, and started going to work on him. I said, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Beat that ass. Then when I showed over, he already knew what it was. Because as soon as I showed over, he went ahead, put his shoes on, and we went in the backyard. He knew we were about to catch that fish. Hell yeah. And I don't really lose. Cause the first thing I did was as soon as he came in, I know he was going to try and grab arms and shit. First thing I did is I came in, grabbed arms too, and scooped his ass. I ain't going to stand there and let you run up rock my shit and just take it. Fuck that. Scoop you, once I got you on your back, I could do a lot of things right then. A lot of things. We can go ahead and go to an arm bar. Put you in an adverted arm bar, hold one of your arms and just keep chopping you in your damn nose. I ain't gonna hit you in the face. Fuck hitting you in the face. I'm going for shit that can break. Your nose, your eyeball. I'm gonna hit you with a couple of eye pokes and eye gouges and shit. Right. If I got no time and you sitting there in excruciating pain, I blind one of your eyes for the moment, I might be crazy enough to try and take your eye. Oh yeah. I always stay with a little goober tool in my pockets and shit, you know. They got a little miniature spoon and spork on there and shit. Right. Let's see if we can take your eye out, bro. Now how much an eye go for? I go for about 30, 40 grand. You a walking lick at that point. So what? No organs harvested? Yeah. Hey, you ain't never seen the parts. Why don't that work with 2, 3, 4 dudes, but it works with females? What, we a whole bunch of guys? I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it from like that perspective. But hey, I've been to a couple spots, where there's been multiple of us, and we had some willing participants that try to get into, and I done seen like, hey, when we had when we had our first party, when we came home from the first tour, like, yo, it's probably about 67 guys in the barbershop that night. It's a big barbershop. They got about 5 pool tables in there. And we got about like 15 chicks that came in. You know what I'm saying? They were throwing us a welcome home party. We just came back from Iraq. We had been out there for almost a year. So, as soon as they came through, go mode, boy, go mode. Go mode. Well, out of like 67 dudes, probably like 7 of us waited until after the festivities, and then we got right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, about like 42 of them bust the same chick. The chick, Cinnamon. She was like a top like stripper around that way. Like, I'm talking about, man. She was skilled, boy, because she was just knocking them so quick. You see her go in the back, she back in about like 5 minutes. Then she'll go back with like 3, she back in about like 10 minutes. Go back with like 4 or 5, she back in about like 15, 20 minutes. Just knocking it out. Knocking it out. I'm like, God damn, yo, everybody hitting the same chick. They like, man, you don't know, bro. You don't know. You gotta get it. I'm like, man, hell no, I don't want it. Hell no, I don't want it. It's like 15 niggas that ran up in it already and shit. And she's still looking like she wants some more. I said, damn, she obviously got the itch or something. Because she just going through. But man, she took every single one. Then when we go to a party afterwards, because, my man owned the barbershop, he said, hey, man, just chill, drink the bottles and shit, you know what I'm saying? We gonna bring them back to the after party anyway. I'm like, all right, babe. Man, my boy, we like, well, shit, we ain't even gotta pay for it tonight. Let all them pay for it and shit. We just gonna go back, me and him at the telly and shit. All right. That way all the girls are there. My boy, he's like, yeah, man. That was kind of nasty, yo, but kind of wild, He come back and tell me, he said, yo, Slim, you gotta get it. I said, hell nah, nigga. I want that one right there. That one right there. She was like a little church lady and shit. Like, she had that librarian look to her with a little white girl. Had the long ponytails and jump, boy. Had the freaking glasses on, these little pink glasses and shit. And I was just looking. Whole night, I was just sitting there. And then she look over and she's like, and I'm just like, Soon we got to the hotel, hey, she started pouring me drinks. She like, you ain't did nothing tonight. Like, you okay, everything? You all right? Yeah, I'm good. I say, I was just looking, I was just trying to see something I wanted. She's like, oh, you see anything you want in here? You didn't see nothing in here you want? I said, well, I see something I desire right now. I don't think I see anything I want. I see something I desire. She's like, oh, well. Till my boy comes over and shit, he's like, yo, Slim, man. What you waiting on, my boy? And it was over that night, boy. It was over that night. I came back. She's like, we can go in here. I said, hell nah, we need a whole room and shit. I ain't doing shit up in this room. Hell nah, I need a whole room. I said, I like privacy and shit. I said, plus you don't want to see how wild I get and shit. She like, oh, okay. Hey, she was a nice ass chick. We ended up starting dating like a couple months after that shit. She was dope. I still talk to her every now and then. She had came down like 2 weekends ago. And then now Lisa done left. Lisa left this morning and shit. I said, damn, man. I know that chick since like 15. I took her to homecoming. I was her first ever date. I met her folks and shit. Like, yo, you ever went to a school homecoming and the parents show up at your house? Like, yo, I'm talking about my folks are sitting on this side of the room. Her folks are sitting on this side of the room. We got the little sectional, little L chair and shit. She's sitting here and I come in and I'm sitting right here. Her dad is just looking and like sizing me all the fuck up. Like he gave me that whole you getting hunted look. Like let me examine you and shit, see if you good for my daughter and shit look. I was like, damn. She's sitting over there giggling, having a good time. I'm just sitting there nervous as shit. It's like, damn, who's these? That's your mom and dad. You brought your mom and dad and my mom and dad. Oh, man. You should have discussed this, like, in advance. I even told her on the phone and shit. I was like, man, you should have discussed this in advance. I don't know how this shit gonna go. My parents love people. Right. They sat there and they brought out the photo album. Boy, they brought out the photo album of baby pictures and shit. Was like, damn, they selling me. Right, they selling me to this family and shit. And then she was getting more and more impressed. I was like, okay. She seen my little baby picture. I got on little white brunies and stuff. Got the little baby seal on it. I'm in the all white on white. They ain't got like no kind of hair at the time and shit. I said, damn, y'all look dope as shit as the baby and shit. Okay. She was like, oh, that's cute. So I know you'll make good babies. That's what her mom said. Was like, what? My mom was like, oh, we ain't to that stage yet. You know, we just here now getting to know each other. I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Still talk to him and shit all the time, man. Like, I seen her folks today. They were so happy to see me. They were like, oh my gosh, look at you. You're a good looking man. You done grown up. I see you. Okay. What you got going on for you, everything, you know? My daughter still talks about you. You know, she's still not married or wed, you know? I said, she know that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Nah. Ain't gonna happen. We tried that before and shit. That's why it's like, man, it ain't always good to like be friends and then date and shit. Cause that went horrible. First thing I had to do, I had to fuck her ex up. Cause he happened to pop up over our house one day. I'm over there. We watching some Netflix. And yo pops up. She had already told me that he might possibly have a key. You know? So she upstairs. She just went upstairs for a moment. I paused the movie and I hear somebody come in the back door. Now, I didn't think it was nothing odd because, you know, she had friends and stuff that would come through and shit. But I'm like, the fuck is you? Yo, what you doing up in my shit, yo? Your shit. Yo, lease up. You got some random ass nigga down here talking crazy. He's like, oh, don't be calling my girl and shit. I said, all right, man, whatever. I just sat back at that point, you know. I just kicked my legs up on a little coffee table at that point. You know, I had already put on my Jordans that I had and just sat back there. You know, flushed up just a little bit and shit. So I'm still just relaxing and my hand be on my head. Like, okay. Just watch this dude for a second. So he started going up. He's standing at the bottom of the stairs and he calling for her. He like, Lisa, don't you hear me? Bitch, I know you just fucking heard me. At that point, I just jumped the fuck up. I said, nigga, who the fuck you calling a bitch in this motherfucker, man? He's like, I ain't talking to you. I said, dog, you ain't talking to her. Oh, man, I don't want no problem. I guess he thought I had a weapon or something on me. Because he just started, like, bitching up. You know, most of the time I ain't smiling. I just be like, you know, our eyebrows start to arch a little bit because, you know, I'm getting irritated. That's all it was. I was getting irritated. And you just came up in this bitch disrespected. First you trying to act like, yo, who the fuck is you? You ain't trying to say who the fuck you is. I asked for her. You ain't obviously a chick. That's the only one I ever seen through here was chicks. You know what I'm saying? And then you just call her like that, like, yo, I got triggered a little bit. So I just got straight up. Yo, trying to throw hands and shit. I walked that nigga up the stairs and then kicked his ass down the stairs. And they try and drag him back up the stairs and do it again until she stopped me and shit. What are you doing? You're gonna kill him? I don't give a fuck about this dude. Hey, I didn't give a fuck about that dude. He already violated. I didn't give a fuck about him. Stripped his shirt off, grabbed him by his arm, pull his ass. Get your ass up here. Then fucking kick him right when he get to the top of the stairs so he fall back a couple of stairs. Come pick his ass back up by his back and shit. Get up here again. Fucking come up in here. Who's a bitch? And then kick him in his face. Let him fall down the bottom. He hit the little thing, dented the wall pretty good, And then just came down, smacked him a couple times. Who's a bitch? Alright. Had to turn him into a little bitch. At that time I was fresh out of this shit too. And I had heard that shit all the time. Every time you heard bitch, you looked around. Yeah, I looked around. Just because you knew some shit was about to jump, you just sat there with like. Even when I would play used to play dominoes and shit, man. Play some spades. You hear somebody like, bitch. You just look. Oh, it's about to go down. Get your ticket. Used to have my boy Randy in there and shit. We used to bet honey buns. Bet some honey buns. Be like, oh shit. Young blood ain't gonna make it, man. Ain't gonna make it, dog. OG he don't play that shit. I'm surprised he didn't get up and fucking get him already. Cause some of the older guys, man, shit, they were known for fucking stabbing people. I had met one guy and shit. He was in there talking about, oh man, I ain't never getting out of this bitch. I'm like, what you mean? He said, man, I've been in here he's like, yo, I've been in here since I was like fucking 21. It's like, how old are you now? He's like, man, I'm about to hit my 50s and shit. I ain't never getting out of here. He was like, there's always somebody trying to drive you, man. And you can't just whip her ass and shit. You just gotta go ahead and finish the job. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I'm man, an actual killer. Right, he an actual stone cold killer. He did that shit with his hands and shit. Okay. Much respect to you, brother. I got my shit, right? I got my shit on the battlefield and shit, I caught my bodies and marks on the battlefield. Not out on the street and shit. Nah. Not to be in here with your ass doing this, I'm surprised I'm in here with you. What you get called for? Man, I got called by the boys. They were looking for drugs. I didn't even have no drugs. Then they hit the other shit and said, well, we got you on a whole bunch of other shit here. I said, shit, basic copyright, my dude. That's basically what I got hit. Copyright, distribution of intellectual property, you might well say. I was ripping people's shit, burning it, flipping it, making a profit. And then, on top of it, the guy I was working for at the store, when he called his case, I got automatically put inside that bitch. Automatically put in that shit. I didn't even know that the people were looking for me. That's how wild it was. When they came and got me, I didn't even know they were looking for me. When they went off the paperwork, that dude had my name listed all inside that motherfucker. Dude's name is Marquise, how you say the last name? Holderman or some shit like that. That man sold me up the river and shit. Gave me a job and then fucking sold me up the river. Had me cracking cell phones for him at the time. I had to, I didn't know this shit was illegal. I said, oh man, I had learned this shit in the military, how to break encrypted systems. The phone wasn't no difference. So I started working for the guy. He was paying me $150 a day. And I was working 4 hours a day. I show up, he give me a whole box of crates. I used to pull that shit up on the scooter, put it inside the trunk, pull it back to the crib, Go ahead, shut all the windows and shit. Make it dark in that bitch. Go inside the little lab. Right. Like, I had the whole shit already set up. I had a whole sterilized thing on top of the pool table. I had the freaking anti-static gloves. I had the little glasses that you can sit there and you can just flip them down. And they had a zoom so you can really zoom in on the piece and see the piece. Because certain phones, you know, you had to sit down, you had to do extra stuff, you know. You got to pop the phone back to its original shit. You don't want to do it when it's already programmed. You want to take and reset that chip, hold a magnet to that bitch. Just real quick, because you want it to corrupt the data, so then you can push your own shit to it. Same time, he had his own little network set up, the H2O network. So, every time I hit the phone, he'll put his network on it. Not knowing, unbeknown to me, all the phones he were getting were fucking stolen. Every phone he got was fucking stolen. He had young boys and shit from the neighborhood and shit. Fucking pulling stickers, jacking niggas for their phones and shit. Hey, they will clean them. I'll reprogram them. He'll have them in the store within a couple days. Something right back to damn near like the same person that might have got beat for their shit. And they didn't catch on except for one person. They had a unique fucking phone. It was a Chinese import phone. The joint was the blue, the BLU. It was a blue 3. And that fucking phone was like this fucking huge as shit, man. About the size of a fucking tablet. And he had it. I had the phone maybe 3 days. I had to sit there and fuck with that shit. I had to try and use Google and all kinds of shit, Rosetta Stone and shit, to try and translate this shit. To try and make myself a little manual so I could understand at least what the fuck some of this shit was saying on the goddamn screen. And that shit took some hours, man. That's why I said, like, the Chinese alphabet and shit is fucking massive, bro. You talking about 50-something characters that each character can be used in a conjunction with the other characters to make where one character can be a whole word or a phrase or what they call it, a mantra. Trying to decipher that so I can see where the actual load screen is, where the factory restart menu is, all the things, because I couldn't find anything that looked like that phone. But I figured it out, got it programmed, took it to Yo, and then apparently, I think that's what got the boys onto him. Somebody came in and seen that phone. And they knew that was their shit. Because a lot of people done seen it. And nobody else knew about this shit. Because even the fucking phone, you had to pre-order the shit to get it. But Yo had that phone and he seen this shit up in there. And he went in, confronted Yo on it, talking about, nah, man, this ain't your shit. You know, this is actual business and stuff like that. Get the fuck out of here. So it just left from there. Yo called the boys up, trying to get them for criminal trespassing, all this shit. Yo wasn't trying to leave. He stood his ground. He waited till the cops got there. For him, Yo had the case. The little instruction shit that the phone came with, the charger, all that shit inside his backpack. Proving that the shit was his. As soon as they went ahead, looked at the little serial number slip on the inside of the bitch, it matched the same shit as the fucking box and all that shit. Was like, yo, all that shit's unified. But they didn't arrest Yo, they just kept Yo on to it. So obviously, you know, they gave him a deal. Because when I went down there, I got my time, this motherfucker was back home early. My people told me this motherfucker was back home. Say, hey man, you know he done open a barbershop now? He got a barbershop. Yeah, man, he opened a barbershop in the same spot, right there in the same spot. Whole different business. Called Quick Time Stops. I said, really? Okay. Okay, bet. I only had a little phone time at the time and shit. Oh yeah, we fucked that shop up. I'm pretty sure he knew who it was, but we made that shop go up. Oh yeah, we made that shop go up. I say, yo, make that shit I said, make sure that business ain't there no more. And I just made her call to my own boys. Hey, man. I said, I heard old boy outside. Yeah, he got a barbershop. Oh, really? Yeah, I went by there, got a cut and shit. Do something for me. All right, do something for me. What you want? I say, hey, shit. I say, you know his name all on my paperwork? What? Yeah, man. Hell nah. I said, do something for me. I bet. I can talk about it, hey. I can talk about it now because shit, it's way past statute of limitation. Everybody trying to come for like legal persecution on that. You know, that shit was like way more than the statute of limitation. The statute on that shit's like 7 years. But yeah, I told my boy he was a bounty hunter. He got his people. They went in there, torched this nigga's fucking shop. Torched that shit. It was a brick building. But the phones, all his merchandise. He had a little ice cream shop that he tried to run on the side and shit. I said, oh well. They gonna have to go to the main store for ice cream and shit. But they torched that shit. When I got home and shit, they showed me the video and shit. I got to see it. I was like, yeah. I'm glad y'all did that shit for me, yeah. Appreciate that. It was like, yo, I can't believe yo did that shit. I said, I still want them though. I still want yo. Still to this day, I can't find the motherfucker. I just want the fade, man. I just want the fade. I just want to die this motherfucking, right? I just want to wire his shit. Just wire his motherfucking shit. And I can feel that way. I can feel that way towards the person, you know. I can feel that way. Just like as soon as I see him, you know, fuck it, I'll catch an assault just to wire his fucking shit. You feel me? Because, yo, you already done gave me time that I didn't even know that I was going to lose. I didn't know I was going to lose no line. You feel me? Everything I was doing was in that gray area of the law where I could have did it until he name dropped. And at that point, it was like, damn. He wasn't even like my homie and shit. But damn, I had homies that fucking done try to get me locked the fuck up on some shit. I had one of them, had a dude that was supposed to be my best friend. This motherfucker broke into the church next door. Bust out the bathroom window, crawled through, came all the way from the old sanctuary to the new shit, and then opened up the doors, tripped the little alarm. I guess silent alarm, whatever the church had, because you didn't hear alarms. Then he tried to take the drum sets. And then right where our house is right there. Comes out the back part and he hides all that shit in the back of the shed. Takes the tarp that we had on like the old family car in the backyard. It was already folded up, so he takes and he puts all that shit over top of it. Well, while he's trying to grab like the last drum, the bass of the drum and shit, while he's trying to grab the kick drum attachment, fucking the boys come in. He tries to run, they cut him off on the back porch. They already had the building surrounded. They cut him off. So he goes all the way around and he tells them that I was helping him. And I don't know how the police were just so fucking stupid. Like sometimes they just so fucking stupid. I'm inside the house watching some cartoons and shit doing homework. And they come knock on the goddamn door and shit. And you can clearly tell I ain't been outside at all. You know. I got a beater, some shorts on. Some play clothes, basically. Sister, she doing her homework beside us and shit. Mom told me go answer the phone, you know, go answer the door. I'm the man of the house at that point, you feel me? Always been the man of the house. I go answer the door and the police is right there. And I see my homeboy and shit. And the police trying to like walk in. And my mom's like, pardon y'all. And they look and say, oh, sorry, ma'am. And they fucking about facing back that ass the fuck out the door. So she come up to the door. And they say, oh yeah, man, we're here to grab your son up. You know? She like, you ain't grabbing my boy. They said, oh well we are, man. We just called We just caught him over here just stealing from the church, stealing the drums from the church, and he just named his son. Said that he was part of it. She's like, nah, him, he been in here. I was grounded anyway. I'm lucky I got to watch some damn TV. You know what I'm saying? He been in here doing his homework since he got off the bus. He know not to leave out here. You know? My man like that fear of God in you, boy. You know? But they tried to grab me anyway, yo. Put the little cuffs on me, took me down to the little station down the street and shit. I'm sitting in that bitch 12 hours and shit, and I got this dude sitting. And they separated. At first, they had me and Yo in the same shit together. So we got a little front cuffs, and we're just sitting there. I'm just looking at him. You lying ass motherfucker. Fucking liar. Damn lying. Fucking liar. Man, I was trying to go down myself and shit. Like, what, man? Like, shit, you can't help me out? Help you out, nigga? I'm in the house and you just did some shit, nigga. Like, damn, this ain't even my ops. This ain't even my mission and you done pulled me into some shit. And they still kept asking me shit. Then they separated some shit. And they're asking questions like, God damn, am I ever getting the fuck out of here, man? What were you doing? And where's the drums? They kept asking, where the drums? I said, I don't know, man. The drums supposed to be where the drums at. Or the drums not where they're supposed to be at. Why ain't you supposed to go find where the drums at so then the drums supposed to be where they at? Well, hey, we already done talked to your mom. She already said you got a smart mouth and all that. You don't have to be smart with us. We'll just walk out of here and leave you by yourself. Okay. I put my head down and took a nap. Shit. Every time they came in, popped back up. Then they let me out of shit. The whole thing they wanted was the church decided not to press charges. But they wanted their drums back. Y'all were not trying to tell them for shit where the fucking drums was, man. I had me and that bitch all fucking day. All day because he wouldn't tell the fucking truth. And they had already separated, so it was like I couldn't really do shit. Now, when we got out of that motherfucking situation, and I had seen him like a couple months later when he came from the boys' home, I beat that nigga ass in my backyard. Soon as he came over, my boys already knew what type of time it was. We were supposed to be doing wrestling and shit that day. We already had the whole little schedule written up. We already had the little ring set up. You know, my uncle, he used to be a combat engineer. So he had built us a little makeshift little wrestling ring and shit. I did the boards, showed us how to set it up, how to put the sticks in the ground, set these little rubber band type cords that we had, like this little rappel type stuff around it. Did it up for us and shit, know what I'm saying? So we were setting it up, and Yo happened to come over. So we wait till Yo get in the ring and shit, and I'm in the ring. And then everybody come circle the ring. His dumb ass didn't realize what was about to go on. It's what some people would call like a sanction and shit. Cause I had to get mine. I beat that dude ass until my mom came out the house and pulled me off this dude. Kept stumping the shit out of that boy. I had already slammed him, already flipped him over into the ground and shit. Had bounced this motherfucker against a tree by his fucking shoulder and shit. Like when I say we were wrestling, like dog, we were doing wrestling. Every day somebody went home crying on some shit. We were doing that shit in the backyard. You jump off the shed and you miss your shit, hit your elbow and shit. That's on you. You should have did that shit faster to hit the dude. Right. Jump off the tree branch and shit. Hey, I had damn near broke my leg one time. I tried to backflip off the fucking house. I landed. Hey, my boy, he stood there, yo. He took it like a G. You know what I'm saying? I landed on him. He ate that pain. But boy, I came down. I fucking did. I hit the ground too. And fucking slipped. Felt that. Ooh. It felt like I couldn't walk for a couple days, right? Hell yeah. That shit, you go inside the shed, you know, we had the hospital crutches and shit. We'll grab some of them. My goddad, you know, he did karate, so he hooked me up with some of them kendo sticks and shit. Crack people with them. We had some whips. Yeah, they were sort of whips and shit, you know. They weren't really coiled up, but, you know, we make all kinds of shit. We had the trash cans in the back, you know. Little aluminum trash cans for the dollar store. They didn't really cost shit. Slam somebody inside of it, you know, it makes a loud noise, you know. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. That's how we were coming up as boys and shit, you know. Beating each other asses and shit. It was like a rite of manhood. Cause every time we go to the park and shit, the older kids down there and shit, and they want to try and bully people. So shit, we gotta throw down with them all the time. They hit you with a punch, you know, you gotta know how to eat that shit. That motherfucker might have just knocked the wind out you, but you know, you gotta sit there, eat that shit, and get your shit back. Cause at that point, you know, they done fucked up. Everybody that came with you and shit is already ready to get on that ass. They all wait till you get yours though, you know. Wait till you get your hit though. Right. I used to get mad. Why'd you fight him for? I didn't get to hit him first. Well, you did fuck somebody else up, right? Yeah, but it was him, man. He fucking hit me first. Fucking stole me. Right. Done came off and stole me and shit. I was supposed to get him. And then y'all jump his ass or whatever. Right. I used to get mad. Motherfucker stole your moment and shit. I wanted to always stand on mine. But like, yeah, okay, you done hit me, bitch. Now it's time to whip your fucking ass. Even my friends, they used to say, man, you used to be such a bully and shit. I said, hey, but that was good, right? It made all y'all hard, and what y'all do? Y'all started coming with the jumps and shit. And I said at that point, you know, I finally had a force that I had to like overcome and shit. Right? Y'all come like 5, 6 of y'all. You know? When it was 3 of y'all, it was pretty good. I could maneuver. When it gets to about 6 shit, you know, you gotta strategize. Hey, I might need to retreat a little bit and then try and pick y'all off one at one. The most fight I ever been in was like 7 dudes trying to chase me around and shit. They thought I was some other guy and shit. I fucked 4 of them up instantly. It was easy. They tried to chase me through the alley and they didn't even know the alley. The first guy stood right there. I had a bottle. Right when he went by, I cracked this motherfucker with that shit. That shit did that. And it ain't like the movie, because sometimes bottles don't break, man. I fucking hit that dude like 3 times with that bottle. Boop, boop, boop. Then his man came up and grabbed me and shit. Oh, you motherfucker. I just backed that motherfucker against the wall. Then his boy tried to come up. I just kicked off the wall. Kicked him. Then I heard the other guy talking about, where y'all at? So I just hurry up, kicked him in the balls. Other guy just went ahead banging with my head and shit. Had a fucking crazy ass headache. Cause right when I hit him in his head, I sort of stumbled back, hit my head on the wall and shit. So I was already like sort of fucked up a little bit, like, fuck. But made my way up the other part. Then I got down right where the bridge was. By that time, I knew some people. I knew some people that knew me at that point. They're like, damn, yo, what's going on? I say, yo, these motherfuckers are after me right now. Yo, what's up? Oh, shit, where they at? Yo, they right behind me right now. And they like, oh, shit, what's up? You fucking with my cuz? And they were like some Crip dudes and shit, too, dog. It was like, yo, they always hit everybody with the cuz shit. They always want to fight and scrap, yo. Yo, what's good, yo? You fucking with my people and shit? Y'all wasn't even your people and shit, but I see him around all the time and shit, yo. It's just great respect on that shit. Especially when I got out the service and shit. He used to bang with my uncle and all that when they used to run the town and shit. He was like, yeah, yo. You know why I helped you that day? Because I used to ride with your uncle and shit. And his family, I told him I look out for him and shit. I said, oh, I appreciate that. Okay. I got a look right there looking out for me and shit, right? Known for his work. He ain't just like one of them guys that say that they Crip and shit, and then when you check them and shit, and you ask their people and shit, they're like, I don't know. Is he? Cause every person around here that from what I know for like gang members and shit, most Bloods, you know, they done been sanctioned. You know? So they know what it is. Crips, you gotta go put in it. You gotta get your mark. You gotta get your mark. And I see mad people every now and then that putting in. And you see it and you be like, oh shit, okay, that's Locust shit. Okay, who we got? Who stamped them? A lot of people like, who stamped you? Who gave you your mark? We seen some on the inside of shit. Most people came and said that they were cuz and shit. And they weren't cuz, because they went and reached out to their people. And said, nah, man, he just from the neighborhood and shit. He ain't there. He ain't with this. Right. Who did you mark out? That's how you find out Crips. Who you mark? Because Crips is bounty hunters. You gotta mark. I ain't saying mark like go put it, right? You gotta unalive to get that tag. That's the understanding I got. That's what I learned out in Iraq, you know, from a cuz. When I called the body out there, he came up and was like, there you go. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you cuz now. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm sick as a motherfucker. Right. I know exactly where the fuck I'm going now. Damn. I'm on a downwell journey. I might as well live the rest of life up to the limits now, boy. Shit. But hey, hopefully, you know, everybody get forgiven at times. So shit. Hopefully I get forgiven. Hopefully he mad forgiving and shit. You feel me? Right. Because it's like, damn, not only did I do it once, I did it a couple times. Then on the street, like shit, I almost damn near killed a whole fucking family. Damn near killed a whole bunch of fucking family, duh. But my conscience kicked the fuck in and I ended up saving their ass. Right there, it pissed me off so much, man. I went over there and set a fucking fire around these people's house. I had set that bitch on fire. Only the outside. It started spreading to the inside. But I had set that shit on fire. And just to make it even worse, I had blocked all the fucking doors and shit beforehand. Like, I had that shit so meditated, I was going through it because they pissed me off that night and shit. Fucking showed up in my house with like 5 calls. Fucking 20 dudes deep. Bloods. I had bloods pull up in my shit. Fucking 5 calls, 20 cats deep. Looking for me. Because the dude had it in his mind that I had been fucking his bitch. And I was fucking this bitch. Damn right, I was fucking the dog shit out of this bitch. She was 58. Dude was fucking 52. Fuck the dog shit out of this bitch the whole goddamn summer. And plus, she gave it to me. She gave it to me. I let her sleep on the couch and all that shit. One night, she just couldn't take it. She came to bed. I was saying it only took her like 4 nights before she came to my bed. Then I already knew what it was. And she still kept going back to yo and shit. Playing it all cool and everything. I didn't have no problem with it. I thought it was funny as shit because she never wore the stuff that I bought her. Clothes I had bought and shit. Took her shopping and all kinds of shit. Stuff I bought her, she never wore it over there. She'll wear her dingy shit over there. Busted ass tennis shoes. Got a hole in it and shit. She'll wear that back over to the hood. She didn't want to show up in some nice ass all pink fucking jumper Adidas outfit and shit. With some fucking pink fucking Air Force Ones on, and I gotta rocking some of my jewelry and chains and shit. Right. When we step out, you gonna represent me and shit. Right. I want everybody to look at her. That way they can look at me and sit there and lust for her. That way I can just have that free reason for you to just act out of character so that I can automatically just fuck you up. Cause now you done disrespected, you know? So I sort of like I bait some people at times and shit. I used to bait people. on that tip. When I got out of the service, dog, I liked to fight all the time, man. It was in me. I had to prove it. I wanted to see what this Marine could do. The martial arts, it was like, okay, I'll fight for the belts. Okay, so I'm learning and getting more and more deadly. And I signed up for like the little local MMA circuit and shit. And it was like, oh yeah. Karate beats, right, karate ain't fucking with this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Combination of Marine Corps martial arts. Strikes, hold, pressure points, takedowns. All karate did was make my knife gouge even more deadly and shit. Cause it's like, damn, Marine Corps shows you how to chop a motherfucker in the throat. They call it rich hand. The rich hand. And you do so much training that at that point, you know your hand is fucking hard as a rock. Your strikes are persist like a fucking blade. You catch somebody in the right spot right up here. Right in that nice good old karate artery running from your neck. You go ahead and give them a nice chop right there and shit. Watch lights go out. Watch lights go out. Fight's over. Fight's over. I don't care how good you work out on your muscles and shit like that. Let me hit that blood vein one good time and shit. And you lose that loss of your blood pressure. And your ass just fucking. I done caught mad people in the bar with it. Weren't even drunk yet. Especially them college kids. I had one throw their fucking drink in my face and shit. Cause I said something and this girl walked by and I guess she got offended by it. And my man like, oh, what y'all getting into when you get out of here? I said, man, shit. I got eyes on like 3 of them and shit. And I went all 3 of them tonight. He like, damn, you ain't trying to share with the team and shit? I said, share with the team? I done paid for your drinks and your admission. I gotta pay for pussy too? Damn. Y'all niggas something different. He's like, oh man, he ain't even like that and shit. Dog, I said I got 3 and you wanna share it. How the fuck is that? I'm paying for this shit, dude. I said I already done paid for it. I done already showed out like 100 on fucking vodka and shit. Somebody gotta get it tonight. Somebody gotta get it tonight. I said I done paid for a whole friend circle and shit. One of them's gonna go. But now y'all trying to fuck it up because y'all want to come too and make it a whole party. It's like any other time, I don't care. If they down for it, that's a go. And they still came over my house and shit, chilling downstairs, outside the fucking door and shit. Talking about, damn, dog. You coming to tag somebody in? Nah, I'm just coming to grab some drinks from the fridge and shit downstairs. Oh, man, you still got them in there and shit? I said, yeah, they in there. I said, we ain't even did shit. Ain't even did shit yet. We in there just chatting, watching videos and shit right now. Right. We're watching the shit they want to do. Oh, man, shit, bro. Like, you know, nah. They all stayed that night and shit. I slept on the floor. I literally slept on the floor. I let them get the king size bed and I made me a little cot on the floor and shit. Some, you know, couple comforters, some pillows and shit. I already got mad pillows anyway, you know, so I had it on there. I look up on there, they sleep, and then they wake me up. Talking about, what you doing? Oh, man, I went to sleep. Oh, you ain't got to sleep on the floor. You can come up here. That's what I want you to tell me. That's what I wanted you to tell me. Invite me back to my bed. Right, invite me to the bed. That's what I was waiting for the whole time. I didn't care sleeping by myself. Shit. I got y'all already in there. Y'all all comfortable, right? Now we can party. That's when they like, yo, hey, bro, I just got off of work and shit, man. Can you, like, keep it down? Hey, bro, shit, I'm about to send one over to your room and shit. She said, you kind of cute. All right, bet. Then they got mad. Hey, man, you still got like the other one over there. Oh, dog, ain't even the other one here. She already dipped. Right, she done dipped. See, y'all trying to pay attention to what's going on. Oh, Slim, this kind of fucked up and shit, man. I said, man, it ain't like that. Cause hey, a couple weeks later, we threw my New Year's party. I had about 345 people show up. We had rented 2 different Airbnb houses and shit that were side by side. And they had big ass fucking, one of them had like a big ass little theater in the back and shit with a little stage. The other one had like the fence, but the way the fence was you could walk between the fences. The guy owned both the shits. So you could walk between the fence and the other shit. So it was like, all right, bet. We're going to book these shits just for the night. And then we ain't had to check out until like, I think the checkout time was 11 for those joints. So we up in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Got them up in Virginia. It's up in the mountains. We by the snow and shit. We go get the rooms and stuff like, all right, bet. All right. So we still had all this time and we like, well, shit. We got to make it hype. I'm going Walmart. My boy's like, okay, you going IKEA. So we all mount up. We go different places and joint. I'm in there just going word of mouth. So we had already made some little flyers and shit. Hey, man, we over here at such and such and joint. All we had to do was write it in with a black magic marker. We over here in such and such. Then we, of course, when we got back later on, you know, we let the little neighborhood. Because all that shit was Airbnbs. Like the neighborhood know, hey, man, you know, we having a little get together back here and joint a little party, you know what I'm saying? Right. Neighbors start pouring in. It was too many dudes at first. So I seen the chicks that I had met at Walmart. They showed up with their friends. Then my boy, the chicks at IKEA and shit, they showed up. Some of the chicks showed up with their men and shit. But then we come find out with them, you know, they swingers and shit. So it's like, all right, bet. She's open game. We ain't got nobody for his ass, you know. Ain't really got nobody for him, you know. Ain't nobody swinging that way, bro. And all the other chicks, we just trying to get them here to, you know, try and get it right. We trying to get us. But y'all, we threw the New Year's party and way more people came up than what I expected. Way more people than what I expected. So I mainly chilled in the room. I got down there, I DJ'd at first and shit, got it lit. Then I had already a mix that I already had that we were just going to put on the auto DJ thing and just let the program run that. And then I gave it like 4 more mixes, so it just skipped between whatever. My boy, he down there, he managing the bar, he racking it up, because we had spent like 400 on bottles. You know what I'm saying? And then we had some people bring us bottles. So he over there selling shots. You know, and we trying to make some money. My other homie, he's over there. My cousin, she came all the way from Maryland out there for me. When she showed up, I knew it was going down. Because my cousin, she set it up for me, boy. She went around and she was just talking to chicks all that night. And she like, well, what it is, cuz? I said, yo, I'm trying to be like a dog bringing in this New Year's and shit. All of a sudden. Bring me everything that you think I would like. And you know, I'm very particular. And Cuzzo was scooping these chicks for me all night. Scooping them for me all night. I said, when you find them, hit the phone and shit, I'll be here in the room. The room had the jacuzzi and all that shit in it. I had like 3-4 of them in there with me. Just watching them do some shit. I was trying to see who the baddest was. Who the baddest was, because I wasn't the baddest. So they're like, yeah, do some, what you want to see? I want to do some shit to make me happy. But not that. Don't go too nasty. Just do some shit that you think I would like. Yeah. Let's play What Does Slim Like? And then you just do some shit and I'll let you know if I like it or not. Boy, that wasn't no rules. I was just sitting back. Yeah, hey, you know, you can't just sit back and watch for too long, man. You got to get in there. By that point, I was ready. I was ready. I was like so fucking numb to the world and shit. I said, yeah. Here comes Johnny. Here comes Johnny, right? And I don't even be doing nothing most of the time, y'all. I be teasing the shit out of these women and shit. I get in there, she thinks she about to get pipe all night and shit. I'm about to go to sleep on you, take a nap and shit, all that shit. What you mad for? Fuck you, nigga. Okay, I'm gonna just roll over towards the wall and just go ahead and give me a couple shut-eye and shit. And then once you come up on me and you just like, you know, try to use me as a little spoon and shit, I'm gonna come over and be like, oh, snap, what you doing? What's up? You still here? Are you still mad? You ain't mad now? Okay. Ain't mad? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll wait till morning time to see if you still mad at me. If I get breakfast that morning, then I'm off to a good start. And she make me a sandwich and shit, or she don't make nothing at all. Oh man, she pissed. She pissed. She ain't gonna show up for about a week or so. Mm-hmm. But the next time she gonna be so desperate and shit. She gonna be desperate. So when you gonna let me come over and be company again? Not if you acting the same way you did last time. Oh, you were being a dick. You know what I'm saying? That's why I acted that way. No, get it right. Well, you keep playing too much. Hey, you got to sometimes, shit. I call them up and I want it all the time, shit. They ain't trying to be here and go around the clock. Right, I want it around the clock. Keep me in the bed. That's your job, keep me in the bedroom. Right, I'm gonna use that. Right, it's like a brand new toy to me. I want the honeymoon. I want the whole 90-day fiance experience of the honeymoon. That's what I want. After 90 days, now we can talk and be civilized and shit, you know. The lust and sensation and urge for you and shit is gone. Now if I still want you around and shit, oh yeah, now you don't want. If I keep you around after that, and you done gave me all that, oh, you won. You won. What you want? You want, right. You want you want a ring and all that shit to make it official? Right. You just around till you fuck it up. It ain't that hard to fuck it up. Just don't bring people in your business. That's the thing. Don't bring people in your business. Don't go tell your homegirl how good I give it to you. Tell her I'm the worst nigga you ever been with. That's what I want you to go tell her. Anytime she asks, oh, how y'all doing? Man, I can't stand this nigga. Even if you got a lot of your homegirl, I want you to come off to where I'm the biggest fucking asshole out there, to where she never wants to fucking meet me. You sell it like that and shit, you're safe. You got me locked down. You start telling her good shit and her nigga ain't doing shit for her at home, she gonna start fantasizing and wanting to be you. And after a while, when she meet me, she's definitely gonna want to be you. But like, damn, girl, he take care of you and you get to do all this and he don't even check up on you and shit. You got your own phone and he leaves his phone all over the goddamn place. You check it whenever the fuck you feel like it and shit. He don't even put a swipe or password on the bitch. Fuck, I'm gonna do stuff like that for? I never got the logic of it anyway. I am. If I'm gonna cheat on the chick, I'm gonna let her know straight up. Like, shit, if it gets to that point, like, yo, she should already know it's already going down. Soon as she said that the kitchen is closed, and the kitchen been closed more than like a week, and all Flo ain't in town and shit, something wrong. Something wrong. Something wrong. Cause every woman I ever asked this shit, they said they love the fuck out of sex. They like it more than us men. Like, damn, we get a nut and then we gotta recover. she can come for about 20, 30 times and shit. And then look at you and be like, you ain't get yours yet? You know, I might need a little break. You know, you over here putting on me, bro. Right. Oh, yeah, y'all ain't never hit her with a challenge and shit. You just look at her and then be like, how many? And then she like, what? And then you just throw a number out and she be like, how many what? I'll be like, all right, 25. She's like, 25. Oh, okay. You wild. Okay. Watch. I bet I hit that number. And then I'm going to give you one for the Marine Corps. Then I'm going to give you one for the gang, you know what I'm saying? Put it down for the USA, you know what I'm saying? And then just cause. At that point, I gotta have like, I gotta put it down for me at that point, you know? I gotta have you say my name. Then I gotta have you give it up for Slim Ballin', you know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta put Slim Ballin' in it. You definitely gotta put Slim Ballin' in it. Oh, that just hit something totally different. I hit something different. Like, it'd be wild. I haven't had a chick in a minute call me by my name, but like, besides family. Even my girls, like, they call me Slim. They know my name, but they call me Slim. They see me out in the open. Even like early today, I'm walking through the mall. I seen a chick that I had dated before. She had called at first, I didn't hear her. Then she was like, Slim Ballin'! And then she did it again. And I stopped. Looked at my boy. He said, I think somebody called you. I said, I'm looking, bro. Fucking help me out. Where they at? Hey, where they at? I'm trying to throw it up. I'm trying to look and be like, yo. Right, I'm trying to throw it up like, yo, good look, right. Right, they showing some love. I'm trying to show some love back, right? Come dap them up, whatever. They probably done seen me recently on YouTube, you know? They're like, hey, man, you out there getting it now, boy. Who said I ain't never been getting it? Most of them, when they see me, they're like, damn, yo, I thought you been dead all these years. What you been up to all these years, man? Oh, man, I'm still at the same job and shit. Still over on the West. Like, damn, homie. We're the same age. Had the same kind of dreams. You still at the chicken plant. Hey, I ain't knocking it. That's bread. That's a job, you know. That's a career. I ain't knocking it, but damn, we started off on the same pathways and shit. But you gave up at some point. You gave up at some point. I never did. I just said, hey, man, you know, I want to make it big in music somehow. But I don't want to be the guy on stage rapping. Because then you gotta constantly come with it. You gotta come with it. But I said there's all kinds of fields to get there. All kinds of fields to get there. I said you can spin the records. You can make the music. You could be the manager of the guy. You could be the backup of the guy. It's all kinds of things. I'm saying I got a homegirl that I got a homegirl and I got like so many homegirls in Atlanta, but one of them, you know, she was with who they got? Is it QC still? I think they still with QC. But when Migos were originally with QC and jump, man, she used to go out with them. Used to be the backup dancer. She's in a couple of their videos. You know? She one of the chicks on there just shaking that ass. She took that motivation from that shit to where she wanted like the top, like one of the top strippers known in like the DMV. She goes down to Kings of Diamonds and gets invited and shit and dance. Where like You know, all the big time rappers throwing bags and shit. And she come up with all this footage and shit. I chat with her all the time, see the footage and shit. But like, damn, okay. You just had all these big celebs in that bitch. They were throwing it big at you. Right. And then you get to see all the rappers that's out there too, you know. You get to see some of the main guys that are out there really, that you think are throwing in shit. And we think are big guys and shit. But yo, they throwing a couple dollars of ones and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, in the video you throwing hundreds. But you throwing ones. And my homegirl got the footage of some of y'all cats inside the club lowballing like a motherfucker and shit. Cause she a little bad shit, you know? She a little baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if I had 10 bands, shit, I'll shower it on her ass too. I'll shower it on her too. Cause her routine is something. Plus I know, you know, I got prior knowledge. So when she used to start off at the little pool hall, boy. You started the shows at the pool hall. I seen her on there transform. I said, oh, she gonna be